Hey, what's up, guys? You're listening to the StudioDork Podcast, episode 3. My name is Gary, and with me is
Cameron.
And get ready to listen to some interesting stuff.
Same as last time.
It's interesting in this one too. Anyways,
I thought you didn't like that word.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm trying to. Okay.
No, this could actually go on. We don't have to cut.
I know.
This.
I'm trying to like. Let's. Just...
Don't try too hard. No, yeah. So, what have you? What have you been up to? In the last couple of days at work and in life and stuff. What's been going on?
In life, doing the same thing, same old. Just kind of working and sleeping and just raging in some video games. That's what I've been up to.
Oh, okay. So, which video game are you raging in?
I just picked up Dark Souls. I'm raging super hard on it. If you don't know about Dark Souls, made by From Software.
Oh, okay. So we have a sponsor now.
I kind of wish, dude.
No, that's cool. Is that the game that you were playing that day that I was trying to convince you to do some of that stuff with the new brushes and pictures that we made?
Yeah, we ended up doing it the next day.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, but you had like a barbecue or something to go to, so I was just like, I don't want to.
Don't tell them all our secrets.
I want them to know everything about us.
No, that's cool. And
But yeah, at work, there's a lot of Halloween stuff going on right now. For a bunch of different things, and then also Academy Awards. There's some stuff going on with that. There's a couple of my projects that have to do with that.
Nice.
That's pretty much it. What about you? What have you been doing?
Me, for the last maybe like a month ago or something, there was a website that I designed for a client in the office with a bunch of different pictures, but the pictures were like replacements for other pictures because they actually had everything planned out which pictures they wanted and stuff. So I laid them out, but they didn't have the original pictures. So
it was FPOs for presentation.
Yeah, exactly. So I used some pictures just like placeholder images, and so that side was all designed. I finished it maybe like a month ago, and then within these last few days, the photographer finally got the pictures ready and done, and sent those off to me, and I was able to replace the old images with these new ones. There were some issues as far as like some angles, and the angles didn't match the other angles, but I adjusted a few things and made it work. But I would have liked to have had like them be more perfect with the matching of the angles and stuff. But it's fine. Yeah,
what Gary's talking about is it's kind of like a normal thing with a lot of clients.
Translation.
I'm just translating just because they could be their first show. They could be a new up-and-coming designer. It could be anything. So. But basically, it happens a lot, at least where I work, it happens a lot. I know you guys get assets most of the time, right?
Sometimes. It depends. Sometimes I would have to create my own assets. But yeah, sometimes we do get assets and some. It just varies.
I know sometimes, at least where I work, sometimes they like to see what it looks like what the design of the site or whatever is going to look like before they actually do images.
Like a mock-up wireframe, right?
Yeah, so it'll almost inspire kind of what images they need to get, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. I kind of laid those out for them in advance, and we had planned it out and prepared everything in advance before getting the imagery that they needed to have with the photographer.
Yeah, there's a similar project that I had about a month ago that hasn't launched yet. And it's basically, they had nothing but a background image for me. And I comped up with that, and then they basically, they came back with images after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen any movies lately?
No, I haven't, but I think there's going to be a screening at my work for Ides of March on Thursday, so I'm probably going to go see that. I know last show we said, like, hey, let's go see 50/50, and this weekend you went and saw it, and you invited me, but I was just like, no, I don't want to go see it. I want to rage on video games.
Yeah.
So.
I guess you don't want to go and see that movie and get sad and laugh.
No, I'd rather just get pissed off most of the time. Just stay home and get pissed off. So.
No, yeah, I did see that movie actually a few days ago, and from the people that I heard about, they were saying how it was a pretty good movie and that it was by the way, spoiler alert.
To be honest with you, if you guys don't know, this is actually the second time recording this because it didn't record the first time.
It did not record the first time.
Our trusty microphone did not want to record. So, yeah, what you're about to say is not a spoiler at all.
Okay, it's not.
Because last time we said spoiler and you actually just went into the synopsis, so just go ahead and you can just talk about it.
Okay, hopefully the iPhone 4 cooperates this time.
If not, we're going to have to throw it away and get a 4S.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Throw it over the window.
Over the window and through the walls.
Yes, in the balcony.
And I had a joke, but it's going to be too explicit for the show.
It's not. We don't want to have 3 explicit marks on the thing, just one, right?
Well, yeah, there's only one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep going. All right.
No, you keep going.
All right, so what movie did you see?
No, actually 50/50.
Oh, okay.
The movie
Cool.
that I saw. And
with Seth Rogen,
with
right?
Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, okay. Cool, man. Yeah, the guy from Inception.
Yeah, the guy from
and
Inception.
500 Days of Summer.
Uh-huh.
The guy's a good actor.
He is. He's a pretty good actor. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of people told me the movie's really good, and it's I heard really good things about it, and it's really sad and stuff like that. Personally, I thought it wasn't super duper sad. You know, it was still a little bit of emotional stuff, but it wasn't as sad as I thought it would be. But it was a pretty good movie. It was, you know, well written. There was some comedy. There was some sad moments. And
you
stuff.
are heartless.
No, I'm not.
I know, I'm just kidding.
But maybe my expectations were way higher because just everybody was saying all these positive things about it and stuff, and it was pretty positive. It was pretty good. But, a few little negative things, I guess, about it was a little bit predictable. Like, you knew, like, something would happen. And, I mean, obviously, you know that the guy's going to have cancer because it's in the preview and this and that. But other stuff were predictable to me. Like, I knew, like, different things were going to happen than they ended up happening with certain characters and just different things that were, you know, like, secondary things in the movie. They were just obvious. So,
okay.
So that was actually, like, a pretty good critique. Wow.
Yeah, we might have to do, like, a movie roundup at the end of the year or something.
Maybe.
Or maybe we'll do, like, a prediction show before the summer next year because there's tons of
that could be
movies
fun.
Yeah,
get
dude.
some content.
Freaking, Dark Knight and the Avengers movie.
Wow, there's a lot of good things coming out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if any studios bought the rights to Steve Jobs' life story. I think
I know about the actual.
Yeah. So I heard some of that stuff too in there.
Yeah, it was announced. Sony actually did. They purchased the rights to his biography, and they're already going into writing a script. I don't think they have a name of a person yet of who's gonna write the script, but yeah.
Nice. So that should be pretty cool story about Steve Jobs. If you guys don't know, we should probably tell them how we're even bringing this up.
I mean, if you're listening to this, you're probably listening to this in like I'm gonna guess how far in the future they're listening to it. I think they're listening to
like a month or something.
Yeah, probably about end of September, end of September. I meant end of November.
Yeah.
Probably going into the holidays. We should probably sing like a Christmas song for them or something.
Or like a turkey song or something.
We could do turkey song. What's a turkey song, dude? Does Russia have a turkey song?
I don't think we do.
Oh, okay.
We don't have turkey song.
No turkey song.
Okay. No, but yeah, so that's pretty interesting that they bought the rights to his life story. That should be. There was already a movie, huh? There was already a movie created about Steve Jobs and like the beginning of how they started all that stuff.
Yeah, Pirates of Silicon Valley. We started watching it that day, but it was like in the middle, and we were like, oh, we want to watch it. You want to watch it from the beginning
better. You don't want to watch a movie from the middle.
TNT actually ran like the day after Steve Jobs died. They actually ran a back-to-back.
Should we mention that Steve Jobs died? They probably know about it already.
Yeah, they know about it. Like, seriously, they're in the future and they've already seen the new Steve Jobs. They've seen Tim Cook's amazing. But, yeah, so Pirates of Silicon Valley was more like a drama documentary type thing.
Yeah.
But this one I think is going to be more of like a biopic.
His actual life and stuff.
Which will be really interesting.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
His dad, I guess, I found out his dad was actually of Syrian or something like that. And so that's really, really interesting that I didn't even realize that. So I went to lunch with some people and they were talking about it. So I was reading an article earlier today that basically was talking about Steve Jobs. Like, he knew that he was sick, but he didn't know when he was going to die, obviously.
Exactly, yeah.
But he actually, for the past year, because of how sick he was getting, he planned out the next products for the next 4 years of Apple so that the future of the company would still be intact even after he died, which I think is crazy. Like, you project 4 years ahead. So, I mean... Yeah,
I heard something like that he created some things that are going to come out in the future, but I did not know it was 4 years. I knew it was like quite some time in the future, but 4 years is pretty
That's
far.
what this article says from Mail Online. It looks like it's like a UK. I've never actually read from these people. This is what I pulled up today on my iPad right in front of me. Thank you, Steve Jobs, for the iPad.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. But yeah, it basically just says that he knew he was dying and he wanted to make sure that the company would still be able to exist. And then it also says that Jobs revealed, or was revealed today that Jobs fought hard to get plans approved for a Spaceship-style company headquarters in California. It was big enough to hold 12,000 employees in a park-like setting near the existing base in Cupertino. So he basically planned out a whole new place for them to keep building stuff, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is really cool because that was a very important person.
Yeah.
And half of my products that I own in my house right now, in our house, is like made by Apple, so it's very important.
Yeah, I mean, and they say spaceship-like, so I'm thinking it's probably all touchscreen. Everything's probably all like, how you hear all the stories about like Bill Gates' house. Have you ever heard the stories about Bill Gates' house?
No.
Where like, I don't know if these are true. These are like what I heard back in the day and stuff. Is basically like, people had said stuff like when you entered his house, you get like a name tag or something, and when you like you'd walk to different rooms, and the TVs, there'd be like TVs in the rooms, and they would just automatically turn on to like what was in your preferences on your name tag, and it was all built into like this chip and Wi-Fi and stuff. But I don't know if that's true, but that's what I would imagine like a spaceship style house would be, you know.
Yeah, or what else? What else is there? It's like all these products that we have, like the iPhones and iPads and Apple TVs. Is like, what else could there be better? 3D, whatever. I mean,
yeah, I would imagine everything probably just runs on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, where you basically just
have no wires at all with anything. Everything's just completely wireless.
Yeah, and everything just starts automatically. So like almost where I would imagine that in the future sometime, maybe not in our generation or our lifetime, that there will be technologies where something via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth could read our mind to just start playing whatever we want. Like we walk into a room, a stereo just comes on, and because we want music, and then it just starts playing whatever we want in our brain. I mean, I don't know if that's
instant
true.
Spotify.
Exactly, it would be like Spotify, like 27 in the year like 2155 or something. I just pulled that data out, you know. I don't know.
No, that's cool. And then, so what else have we been up to? Huh? We did that photography thing a few days ago. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, on Saturday so Gary got me out of my video game rage to sit and actually work on something. So we decided we were going to do a big photography project. We brought out all the lights. Yeah. You know, we got our cameras out. We did a little bit of video, a little bit of still shot.
We set up the tripod and started recording and shooting different things. The original plan was just, because I was having some eggs in the morning, and I had these eggshells, and I was like, wow, these have a pretty cool texture in it. Actually, we thought about that like a few months ago, but didn't take pictures. So then this was like a second time thinking about that, and so took the eggshells and just used those as a texture. Set that up on a black table because it's super contrast with the white eggshells, and got a tripod and set the camera up and connected the laptop to the camera, and had using the iPhone remotely taking pictures of it.
Yeah, the DSLR remote for Lightroom.
Yeah, with the we had Lightroom open simultaneously, but it was just doing that. We were just looking.
No, we were using Bridge.
Yeah, Bridge.
Yeah,
exactly.
But we should do a video on that. That'd be cool to like just kind of show people.
Yeah, we might do a video and show you guys how we do that. It's pretty cool, just being able to take the pictures wirelessly with your phone as a remote. It's a pretty cool thing. So we set up all the lights, as Cameron mentioned. It was had like flashlights as well as the backlight, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So, and we started out just doing the eggshells, and then it manifested into let's develop maybe like a typeface or something. So we decided, well, okay, we'll just kind of do it. Gary kind of had like the brilliant idea, just like every texture that we have today, why don't we just try to turn it into a typeface? So that was our plan originally.
Yeah, and then Cameron was just randomly, I was doing the textures with the eggshells, and he just said, hey, what if we do the letters from them? And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. And we ended up doing that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was my idea.
I think it was.
I think it was kind of
my idea originally was to do the typography from something, just like out of something. But I didn't think about doing it from the eggs, and so it was a connection.
Okay, all right. You can keep stroking my ego. I'm cool with it, dog.
So they came out pretty cool. We just started doing all the letters, A, B, C, D, all of them. I just started doing it from different angles, and we were getting some crazy details in those eggshells. So it was really, really nice, and decided to just, we already have plans to do different things with those, right?
Yeah, we actually, we started working on that. That's probably our next project. You guys have already seen it because you're listening to this in November, eating turkey. Sorry, I didn't mean for them. No. But yeah, so, you like that? That was cool, right? That was me bleeping myself. Bleep! That's going to be the noise that I put in there. But yeah, so we, after the eggshells, we decided, well, let's just go, like, Gary has a lot of patterned clothes and stuff. So he went and got a bunch of, like a blanket and a bunch of stuff like that. We have some cool fluffy pillows that we have and stuff. We just started taking pictures of, like, everything, every texture.
Since we already had the camera set up and the lighting was all perfect and stuff, so we just started just thinking of whatever we could take out and just, like Cameron mentioned, I got some of my clothes. We had different pillows on the couch and just other textures. We were getting these really good details with all the lighting set up and everything like that. And then also we thought, hey, why don't we make some ink or some kind of black, right? We ended up using. So Cameron had some ink and some paper and stuff. We started just randomly putting ink on the paper and just create some custom brushes as well that we really.
That is actually if you guys want, that one is actually releasing tomorrow. That brush pack is releasing.
Tomorrow, our time or their time?
Our time. So you guys can already, if you want to go back and look up the Inkalicious brush pack, that's the brush pack. Gary didn't know about the name until just now. I changed it.
You changed my name?
So it's Inkalicious.
No, that's cool.
But yeah, so that's the brush pack that's going to be coming out tomorrow. And if it's not called Inkalicious, that means that we argued about it and changed it later on. So, but that's going to be the brush pack. And then, were we doing textures from that pack as well?
Yeah, the textures were... Which textures did I do? Okay, the textures were actually from the crumpled paper. We crumpled a bunch of different paper. We just got paper and crumpled it, like napkins and...
Tracing paper.
Tracing paper, just different things, and crumpled it and took pictures of it to get some details with cracks and all that stuff. Yeah,
so that name right now, we haven't started that post, but I'm just going to say that's going to be the crumpled up texture pack. So if there's... So if you want to see it, definitely go check it out. And then also, what we're planning on doing is that typeface that we made. Right now, as of right now, the name is What's Crackin' Type or something like that. It's something like that. We don't really know yet.
Yeah, because it's made out of eggshells, so we just thought maybe that. But
we're actually going to be releasing a process video for that, of us working on that, and then also we're going to be releasing the typeface for it. And I think we were going to try and do some we want to do the plan right now is to do some posters, and I'm gonna record mine. So
I'll record mine as well, and then we'll show you guys like our process and basically how we use assets that were custom made by us. Also, while we were doing the photography stuff, we put a bunch of different video cameras, like hidden camera, to record our process. They weren't really hidden though, were they?
No, they weren't. I was actually...
And it was just one.
Yeah, it was one.
Yeah, there was one camera recording us as we were doing some of the photography stuff. But that camera only has 1 gig of memory, so...
No, it has more than 1 gig.
Does it? Or
I think it has 8 gigs. And it only because we were recording in 720p.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, okay, so that can't, the memory card has 8 gigs, but yeah, we're recording it at 7. We're trying to record it as good quality, as possible now when it records at 720p.
Yeah, so the problem is that our camera only records roughly 25 minutes per thing. So
approximately.
Every 25 minutes we have to take it down, and then we have to transfer it. So that takes another like 20 minutes to transfer it to the computer. So we're working out that right now.
Yeah.
I think our solution we're going to go for is probably just buying like a pretty good...
Or possibly just connecting the camera to the computer and just having it straight right away record onto the computer.
Because another thing is we were having an issue with battery that day too.
Oh, that's true.
So
we'll figure something out with that, but that was our issue that day. I'm sure we'll figure it out in the future.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys see that video and you see maybe you have a camera that's fairly inexpensive that you use that's higher quality, hit us up, let us know, man. We might be camera shopping soon enough.
Or you could just send us that camera and give it to us.
Yeah, dude, we'll always take a free camera. But
just kidding.
But what I was thinking, we could always buy like a really high quality webcam
or something. Yeah, that's cool.
You know?
Yeah, as long as the light, it's all about the lighting, obviously. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
But we're planning on doing a lot of videos like that because actually we're going to give you, it's going to be a 6-minute video, it's something like that, 6-7-minute video, and we're going to do some stuff. This is before we've actually done it, so we don't actually know the length. I'm just going off of like the pre-cut of what we've done so far. But yeah, so that should be coming out soon, and yeah. Yeah,
the other thing is that I was searching for some, because I wanted to get some inspirations for some app designs. Mm-hmm. And I was just looking online in different places, and this one place I came across called 99designs.com, and basically the way that website works is they have like contests pretty much, but contests that actually become real situations, whereas like you can have you create logos, web designs,
real clients.
Yeah, like real client situations. They post stuff up there, and they have a bid, like say they need a logo, and they'll pay you $350, and different people just submit different logos.
Yeah.
And whichever one they like, they choose it, and then you get the $350. That's an example. I remember using this website a few years ago. I feel like the website either stayed the same or possibly got a little bit worse. I'm not sure.
Visually, right?
Yeah, or something like, I don't know. I just remember liking it a little bit more, but I don't know, just recently today or yesterday I was looking at it and just wanted to get some ideas for an app design. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, I just wanted to mention that to you guys. If you guys haven't heard of it, check it out. It's 99designs.com.
Yeah, when I worked at my last job, which was a t-shirt printing company, we had a lot of clients that came in that they wanted something really inexpensive and they didn't want to pay our prices. So this is a downside of this website is it's going to basically undercut, because one of the things is a lot of people that are on that site, and I'm generalizing here because I'm basing it off of what my clients at that old company said, was that a lot of them are overseas, and so they'll work for super cheap. Yeah. So it undercuts our entire industry basically. So it's good and bad. It's good for like if you're like when I was in school, I would stay. There was a site similar to it called designcontest.com, and that place is very similar. And actually, when Starbucks went through their redesign, Starbucks, before they actually went through their redesign and hired an agency to do it, they actually went to design contests and they offered $2,000 to like they basically just said you can get $2,000 if you design a Starbucks thing, and there were like 1,000 submissions or something like that. And basically, they chose one guy. He got the $2,000, and then Starbucks just basically went through and gutted it, and just all they basically did was just took out any detail that he had.
It just looked like that. I think that logo was just the original logo. They just took out the coffee and the.
I know. I think they just put it out to the masses just to see if there was something better that someone could come up with.
To see if they can get some interesting concepts or just different views of things, I guess.
Yeah. So, but these two sites, I've talked to clients specifically that I've actually used it, and I mean, to be honest with you, the work isn't amazing on it.
Yeah, it's kind of mediocre. There's some okay stuff, but there's more worse stuff than better stuff on it.
But it's a good site. I mean, either of these are a good site for while you're in school. Because when I was in school and I was actually, when I first quit that last job, just because I was moving out here to get my new job, I spent that month just doing stuff on here trying to make money. And I won one contest and got $300 for a logo. The logo wasn't very good, and I know that now, but it's good for, like, if you're, like, say, you're just starting out in design.
I didn't know that you won a contest.
Yeah, I won one. It was really terrible, but it's okay. We don't need to go into that, 'cause that logo was
After
really
the
bad.
podcast, we'll check out that logo.
I don't want to check out that logo. But it's good for, like, people that are in school, because if you're still in school and you're still trying to feel it out, it's good just to get out there because you can get feedback from actual clients and possibly win some money.
Yeah.
So
it's just good practice, even if you don't get the thing, like say they don't choose your thing, but now you have a pretty good piece for your portfolio, possibly, like for a situation like if you're going to school, as you mentioned. So
yeah, I mean, and another thing is it's really good to just do as many projects as possible. Like, once we've got out of school, did you realize that, like, there was kind of like a slow in your personal projects? It was more like you had to have a client. There wasn't like you doing like just fun projects.
Yeah, it was just random stuff.
I feel like these sites will help you find those fun projects again.
Yeah, you can really search for your own clients. So you search for what you like more. Like, say you like doing logo work, you go do logos. Say you want to do some icons or apps or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
So you search for your own type of client. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But yeah, so that's Design Contest 99 Designs. So you can check that off the list there, Gary.
Oh, check.
Check.
I make sound effects when I check.
That's good, dude.
Hey, did any cool apps come out this recently?
I know you've got one. It's not really new, but it's newish.
Yeah, it's not really new. I think the new Facebook app came out on the iPad, and it's a way overdue thing that the Facebook app always existed for the iPhone, and if you use an iPad, obviously you have to stretch it out, and how you stretch out the iPhone apps on the iPad.
Yeah, so it gets a little pixelated.
It gets pixelated. So finally the HD version came out, and I tested that out a little bit, and it seems pretty good. It does crash a little bit. I mean, obviously it's going to do that in the beginning until they do, they fix a few of the things. But it's pretty cool. It feels so cool to finally be able to use in HD and everything, and you have all those features that you normally would on a monitor on your regular screen. Yeah, it doesn't compete with the Twitter app, though. The Twitter app is so beautiful interface-wise. The official Twitter app is extremely beautiful in my opinion.
Yeah, you should check that out if you haven't. The Twitter app, and also another app that I recommend is Flipbook is really cool too. It basically turns RSS feeds and any social networking things that you it turns into a magazine essentially. If you have an iPad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have an iPad, then I mean, do you think they make Flipbook for like a Nook or something?
I don't know, but why would they not have an iPad? Most likely they have an iPad.
Yeah, of course. Steve Jobs is dead. Everyone has iPads.
They're hanging out with the dorks. They're gonna have an iPad.
Yeah, totally, man. And if you don't have an iPad, just go to your nearest Apple store and buy one. I mean, it's not that big a deal, right?
Yeah. But I think do we have anything else to discuss?
As far as like I did want to touch on a little bit of Facebook news.
Yeah.
I think it'll be out by now, but when you guys are listening to it, but there's a thing called Timeline for Facebook, and you can actually get into the beta for it right now. And I've been kind of messing with it and thinking about going and actually using it. It's basically, it turns your Facebook into almost like a blog type thing. So basically runs it all on a timeline from the top to the bottom. And that's my first impressions. I've seen screenshots and stuff. I haven't actually worked on it because it's kind of weird. Like, you can actually go into the developer side of Facebook and register an app. And then when you register an app, what it ends up doing is it'll ask you to name the app and everything like that. And then you can actually pull one of their APIs and register it as your own app. And that lets you actually try their timeline. So if it's not out yet, maybe you want to go check that out. It's pretty easy to do. Facebook just crashed for Gary, so he's like, wow. But yeah, so that's a Facebook thing. One of our old instructors, actually, he's testing it right now, and he was talking about it a little bit. So yeah, Paul, he's the one that's testing it.
Okay.
Another thing that since we're kind of running low on stuff on our list, on Daily Inspiration, one of the Daily Inspiration 205. There was actually this game. And the only reason I'm bringing it up, I know that I've been kind of gamey lately. I've been a lot more gamey.
That's fine.
The thing about this game, though, is Gary hasn't seen this yet, so we're going to try to see if it'll play on my iPad here. The game is basically, it's a cool premise. It's like about street artists in New York. It's called Sideways, and it's coming out for the PlayStation Network exclusively. And it's a really cool concept. It's basically a normal, I said basically like 6 times.
It's alright.
Yeah,
basically, it's needed to be said that many times. That's the thing with that word.
But it's like a side-scrolling, like Mario, basically. But the game, it runs off of these 3D buildings. So Gary's watching it right now.
Well, that's pretty cool. It reminds me of this old-school Dreamcast game. What was that called? Radio something?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Jet Set Radio or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it reminds me of that game.
But it's not. It's more of like a flat, and it really goes off the street art culture. But if you look, Gary's watching it right now.
Damn, it's pretty cool.
It's a 3D, like it's like 2D side scroller, but you're actually
in a 3D
on a 3D
environment.
pane, basically. So the plane is 3D. It's really cool if you check
it
out.
It looks like a very unique graphics on there.
Yeah, it's really, really cool, and I found it by accident. It was actually on Behance, one of the places that I get some of the daily.
Is that coming out like on PlayStation 3 and Xbox and those
guys? It's PlayStation 3 only on the network, so you can download. I think there's a demo out already, but I just thought about bringing it up because I thought it was a really unique interface, and I thought that it might be really, really cool. But that was on Daily Inspiration 205, so if you get a chance, definitely check it out. It's the first thing on the page.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that, you know.
Nice. Well, wasn't there like like some kind of movie trailer that came out today that you wanted to talk about in the end of this podcast?
Oh yeah, today.
That you got super excited about?
Craziness happened today. I woke up this morning and I see a link. I listened to the Smod Coast Morning Show, which is another podcast I listen to, and they were showing this trailer on there, and I don't know why I'm hyping it up. I'm like Gary, all of a sudden I'm just hyping. So the Avengers trailer came out today, the official Avengers trailer, not the end of the...
Not the teaser, right?
Yeah, not the teaser, it's the actual trailer.
Right.
And it was just amazing. Just seeing all of it in its glory, man. Gary hasn't seen it yet, so he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I thought we were going to watch it while we're recording. Do you want to watch it while we're recording? We should watch it while they watch me watching it. Alright, well, I should have pulled this up already. We'll vamp for a little bit while I... Okay, so I got to stall them.
Yeah, so stall. Did you do anything else this week? Like, did you go to the gym? How's the gym working still?
Oh yeah, I've been going to the gym. It's cool. Just been taking my little protein. That's the best thing you could come up with. That question? Come on. I've been taking my protein thing, and I actually have a different trainer. My trainer at the gym got promoted, so he went to a different gym. So I guess my trainer broke up with me, and I had to get a different train.
Wouldn't be the first one.
Yeah, this is like my 3rd trainer now.
Maybe they just hate you.
I don't know. Must be my, I don't know. Yeah, so,
Alright, someone turn the audio on for this one.
So I have a different trainer, and this trainer's really, really hard on me. He makes me work out on the same muscles over and over and over, and I completely run out of energy, and then he makes me stop working on it and switch on a different muscle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it's a pretty intense trainer.
I'm gonna let it load a little bit, so...
So we got this thing on, right? The trailer that we were just talking about. Yeah, you could bump it a little bit, right?
No, I know the audio's on. I don't know if I don't want it to like start playing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
You could play, right?
Audio's up, we're good.
So I'm watching it now with my eyes.
To be ruled. In the end, it will be every man for himself. What do we do? We get ready. There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. So when we needed them, they could fight the battles.
Samuel Jackson's such a badass in this, dude.
But he comes out in every movie.
Gentlemen, what are you prepared to do?
I'm prepared to watch this movie.
No offense, but I don't play well with others. Big man in a suit of armor. Take that away. What are you? Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty cool movie.
It should be good, man. I'm super psyched. It's like, who would ever thought we'd have gotten a superhero team movie, man?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I wonder what their budget was for that movie.
Like 500 million or something?
Plus tax.
Plus tax, yes. That's a lot of tax, dude.
And when does this thing come out?
May? So it's the first movie of the summer. So next summer's crazy. Sorry.
Oh,
That's the only downside, though, is that I'm realizing is they've changed the Hulk out so many times.
it's a different actor for the whole.
So, like, you
It
know.
was Edward Norton, huh?
Yeah, and I guess he turned it down for the.
You know, I didn't see the Hulk, the second one. I heard it's a good movie.
Oh, that one's way better than the other one, dude.
Yeah.
I liked the other one, but I think I just liked it because it was like, oh, it's comics, yay! But now, you know, it's totally, you know.
Edward Norton is a really good actor, but no, I haven't seen that one, and
Yeah.
maybe that's why maybe he was a little too pricey or something, because their budget probably expired because there was so many big actors in that movie. It looks
I
like.
don't know, are you kidding me, dude? Too pricey? Come on, man. They printed money with the, like, they released Captain America and Thor, and those both did pretty decent this summer, you know. And then
that's true.
And then X-Men also came out, so that did decent too. So I mean, next summer's gonna be crazy.
X-Men had that girl from Mad Men, huh?
Yeah.
The blonde.
I can't remember her name. It's look it up real quick. But no, it's next summer's gonna be crazy. So next summer we're looking at it's gonna be the Avengers movie first. It's gonna be in the first week of the summer blockbuster. And then we've got, next after that is going to be Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, which I'm super psyched about that. That looks super dark now. What's your name?
Jones?
January Jones.
What? that's cool.
Yeah, you know it's a stage name. It's cool, dude. It's totally fine. Of course. We should have stage names. What would your stage name be?
Credit!
No. We're not talking about your DJ name. Gary has this idea. Like, we came up with DJ names because we're thinking about rapping on the show for some reason. So,
yeah, to have like a cool little intro, because it'll be so dorky. People trying to rap that can't rap really. That sounds like so dorky.
Yeah, I know. It's a good concept.
We'll see if that happens. So don't take our word for it, or don't. I don't know. How do you say that?
No. These people aren't relying on us to do music. Come on, man. They're only relying on us to give them the funnies and the information about design and stuff. So, but yeah, so his DJ name would be Credit. I have no idea what my DJ name would be. What would my DJ name be? Give it to me now.
Cam the Mam?
Cam the Mam, huh? So it's not even the man. It's not like I'm a mom or something. I'm down with that. I'll just be Cam the Man.
Or Dork Juice? I don't know.
Okay,
that's kidding.
That one was weird. You went racist there. What are you doing, man?
I didn't.
Yeah, you said Dork Jews. What?
No, Dork Juice.
I know.
No, that's getting cut out.
But no, it's not. But because I cut this, so it's good.
Credit.
So, what would your stage name be? Do you think? Like, would you change your name? Like, how much would you change your name? Because I know, like
a stripper name?
No. This is a
family
show. Okay? No, like Nicolas Cage. He's actually Francis Coppola's nephew or something. So his last name's actually Coppola, but he changed it to Kate. Nicolas Cage.
But Nicolas Cage is not using Gary Scary or anything like that.
No,
because if Nicolas Cage is not using Gary Scary,
then you want to use Gary Scary.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
So you'd be only in horror movies.
No, I don't know. I like Credit. I like Credit.
But you wouldn't. But that doesn't make sense. You'd just be like Exhibit, like, yo, dog, I heard you like this so much, I put it in this. You know, like, I heard a really funny yo, dog the other day too. I don't know if I could do it either because it's like, yo, dog, I heard you like yo-yos so much that we put your dog in your yo-yos or something like that. So then you can yo-yo with your dog, so you can be like yo, dog, with your yo-yos. It was like something crazy like that. It was so much fun.
See, so that's why Dork Juice makes sense, because I think you drank a lot of Dork Juice recently.
Did I? So, well, better than drinking the Haterade, I guess, you know, right? But we totally just derailed. I don't know what else is going on.
No, that's it. That's it.
That's it?
But we're going to cut a lot of that stuff.
No, we're not.
Yes,
I'm
we
keeping
are.
all of it. It's going to be like a full hour of content. They'll know what we cut out. No, they won't, but it's cool.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening to our podcast, and stay tuned for some more podcasts in the future.
It's over?
I think it is.
It is over.
This is the end
of the world as we know it.
What the?